And
The most important.
we're here. Um, I was gonna do just chatting first, but we're on the main scene. So say what up. Say what up. What should we call you on stream too? Do you want to be Spear or do you want to be your IRL name?
I think Lance works, but Spear is a version of me that we will be
Yeah.
referencing in this
So
video. This is
guys,
all
this is
good
my
guys
friend
video.
Lance. This is my friend Lance. He's fucking sick as fuck. He's a DJ. He's a fucking clothing designer. And at one point in his life, he was a professional CS:GO player. You want to go ahead and tell us a little about that?
Sure. Yeah. So in my teenage years, I built like my first gaming computer in 2015, and I had no money to buy games, so I like jumped on Twitch, and this is a pretty crucial moment in my wanting to play this game. Is at some point in this match, I saw Olaf Meister. This was in 2015 on Twitch, just like was browsing Twitch looking for games, um, and I saw like Olaf Meister or somebody in this game, like carrying a skin like this kill confirmed or like the Glock water elemental that was like super cool. So I went and bought the game for $2. It was on sale, and I bought the skin for $2. And then I spent like a year being so shit. And then in like freaking whatchamacallit, in over the course of like 2 years after that, I actually decided that I should start playing. So by the time I was 17, I was like playing ESEA, and then I just went up every single league. And ESEA, if you don't know, is like the third party, like if you want to go pro, that's where you would go to try to play and compete in leagues. And I basically never had any talent in the game, but I fucking built my way up through game sense and like communication and networking, and played 4 seasons in every league all the way up until advanced, and then I never made Premier, and I feel like shit for that.
Yo, Geku! Geku, what up? What up? Welcome. We got a treat today. We got a treat. We got CS:GO Pro Lance. He's telling us about him. Geku, this is the one of the people from Toronto that's dissing me and stuff.
Mm,
Um,
that's fire.
yeah,
What has
but
he said
we're
so far?
I mean, fucking Mac. He's gonna put me on track. Freaking, bitch, wanna slat. I come correct. I mean, honestly, we could, I could catch you up on the beef in a bit. But today's not about the beef. Today's not about the beef. Today is about the. So, chat. Swish the Commish has two goals. Has two main goals in his lifetime that streaming is going to help us accomplish. The first goal is to take this bitch on tour, all of it, whatever, whether it's music, comedy, commentating, sketch, podcast, all of it, multimedia style. And the second goal is to become the greatest commentator of all time. But the thing is I haven't commentated anything yet. So Lance has a team that I might become the commentator for. So, um, tell us a little bit about the team.
Yeah, so that's actually an insanely weird scenario, but I think it actually gives me more of a testament to maybe how good I was at the game. So I quit for 4 years. Like right at the start of college, I was like, I'm done with CS. Mentally cannot do this anymore. It was like my fifth season of advanced, and was like, I'm not making it, you know? And so I dipped out for 4 years. By the time I graduated college, I had already received 2 or 3 Steam messages from friends trying to give me their roster. Maybe because it was a burden for them, or maybe because they thought I could manage it and handle it. But so basically, I was handed an ESEA Advanced roster, which is the second best league you can have in North America if you're not part of like the tier one oligarchy, which we'll get into. Um, but yeah, like I was just given a roster right when I graduated school, and we were unable to field players. Like I just didn't know anybody anymore. I didn't like everybody went and got a job or like quit or were actually pro. Like most of the people that I would have picked to play on my team, like genuinely made it already, or they're content creators.
Mm-hmm.
So we kind of just let the roster die for 2 seasons straight, which was this year, like starting in January. So we relegated it down to main, like barely played the matches of advanced, had like different players every time, had my like drunk level 4 Face It friends playing in advanced, like
Mhm.
basically just doing a Make-A-Wish for some of my friends that never got to see that level of CS.
Yeah.
Um, and then I went down to main again, couldn't field a roster. I had one friend who I really believed in that's like kind of not doing financially so well right now, and I was like, "You have 13,000 hours in the game. I want you to play CS." Like, and he couldn't find the motivation. So basically, we relegated it twice down to intermediate, which is like the second lowest league, which is
Mhm.
exactly what we want right now, because it's like a allowing us to maybe spend a couple seasons either selecting the roster, mechanically getting more in tune with CS2, because I've only been playing CS2 for about 4 months, I'd say.
Mhm.
Um, so we basically relegated ourselves so that we could come back into the fray. And the idea is like if I'm a touring DJ and I'm not able to play on the team, I'm gonna fill all the roles that are like really replaceable and just be like the owner slash org creator of the team. So that's the scenario with that, and then you would be commentating. So
And then I would be commentating. And what's the team name?
Masquerade, buddy.
Masquerade, of course. What am I fucking talking about? Team name Masquerade, clothing brand also Masquerade, gang Masquerade, gang outside, hang outside, Masquerade outside. Ooh, that was
Don't
not
come
bad.
out the house.
Don't come out the house if the Masquerade outside.
Sure.
Sure. Okay, um, so that's what we're walking into. I'm walking into a team that is on the up, been on the down and down, but we're switching it to the up and up. It's a Ted Lasso type situation where we're the underdogs and we gotta, we gotta win the hearts over of everyone. This is gonna be next up before Glaucus. Let's go. Um, so, yeah, I mean, that sounds incredible, and commentating is such like a dream come true for me. However, I don't know really anything about CS:GO or CS2. I played a bit of CS:GO back in my day. I, opened some cases, planted some bombs, defused some bombs. But other than like, I'm honestly here. This is actually a good test. Let me find out how many hours I have.
Oh shit, yeah, that'll be a great starting point. Cause like that's the other thing is I did a little bit of coaching like right before I dipped out.
Mm-hmm.
Like player to player, I could teach a player how to be a lot better at the game. But it's like you're trying to be a commentator, so I have to teach you like the metas of the game that I don't even know anymore, low key. Well, I've
Exactly.
been watching a little bit of Pro CS2. Like it is objectively the same thing with different mechanical efforts that are just weird. And it's like, fuck, how did he get away with that? Because it wouldn't work in the old game. And I
Yeah.
feel like a fucking geriatric in saying that because like when I was playing CS:GO and I was going up, all the 1.6 dads at that point were like,
Mm-hmm.
yo, this shit's ass. CS:GO is broken. Like this shit will never be as good as Source. And I'm like actively sitting and being the same exact guy right now.
Yeah, the same guy, but sources go and CS2 is also go.
It's,
Oh man. Geku says you gotta watch them Pro League highlights and reference. Absolutely, absolutely. We're gonna watch some shit here as we get some history. But just for my reference, I have 41.6 hours in CS. So
we're fucked.
I know what I'm talking about, right? I know T side. I know CT. I know we're walking up cat, dude. Come on, we walk up cat. Come on, easy. I'm smoking entry. All right. Anyway, so yeah, that's what we're working with. But I know esports. I know competition through and through. If I understand the story of one team versus the other and how they interact with each other, I don't need to know all the mechanics and skills. I know how to set the scene for it. I mean, bro, got to get the little basics. Exactly. I got to get the little basics.
Oh well, I'm happy you mentioned that because that's like actually a pretty good segue to just like in terms of commentating how head on a swivel you need to be because of moments that can happen in just under 30 seconds. And it's like if you're never paying attention or if you like even have a lapse of paying attention as a commentator, you're not going to be a good commentator because this
Right.
shit, especially in CS2, Like the way that the trades happen, the way that like the chess pieces move, it's like so fast. The comebacks happen instantly. And this is
Hmm.
a video that I want to show you from the old game that basically is like the tried and true bar for bar representation of like how great Counter-Strike is, and like it is the cultural video of Counter-Strike.
Hmm.
So for a little bit of background, you have this team FaZe Clan, who is a team full of superstars. At the
Hey.
time, Nico was considered one of the
Oh.
best in the world. Oh,
Face up. Face up.
fuck you! Don't say that.
Sorry. I'm
I'm
learning.
teach you why you don't say that.
Oh, don't say it? Okay. All right. Bet.
No. I fuck with FaZe. But like in this scenario, it's a.
This is
very
back. I'm sure this is back when FaZe was bad and lame.
No, not true. So
No?
2018,
Okay.
right? Yeah, no. 2018, it's the Boston Major, okay? It's the first time a major tournament for $1 million has ever been placed in this fucking city for this game.
Okay.
So that alone is a big deal if you're an American player. All these guys on the right-hand side are American, except for, I'm trying to remember if Rush is Canadian. One of these fuckers is Canadian. But like Tarek's from the Bronx, or like from Brooklyn, like I don't even fucking know. They're all from here.
Mhm.
But this team was a team sort of full of like early days CS:GO superstars. Like this is late stage CS:GO, what you're watching here.
Mhm.
Or I wouldn't really say late stage, but it's like mid stage. These guys were like top 1.6 players that like went into CS:GO as like really good players. And these guys were supposed to win the whole thing. These guys went 0-2 in the group stage.
Oh.
These guys just swept right through. What you're watching right now is the final of the whole fucking tournament. Final map, final round. They need to go to overtime, or this Cinderella story of 0-2 all the way to the championship is not going to happen.
Okay.
And I'm just going to play it and say nothing because it is the tried and true representation. Of
Okay.
this game.
Hang on. Can you send it to me so I can play it and get it on stream and stuff? Because if I try to, I can't do anything else with Discord now that I'm pulling your face out of Discord.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, let me just.
So if you send me, oh, the link here it
Be
is.
able to watch it with you.
Yeah, I can stream it in Discord.
Might be a problem, but they've got.
Okay.
Oh, that's actually way easier, so I don't have to fucking stream shit.
Yeah. All right. So you should be able to see my screen right now.
So, just before you press play, if there's people in your chat right now that are from CS, and this isn't like the video to show people, they're wrong. Okay.
They're wrong. Okay. Good to know. Hang on. My shit busted. My shit busted down to the socks like I'm Petty Flacco. How do I get you back up on stream? Baby!
You don't need my face, bro. You just need to watch this video. This
All
video,
right, bet.
I've been waiting too long. I need you
Okay.
to see it.
I'm gonna play it right now. You see it?
I see it.
Okay.
Might be a problem, but they've got Rush in the graveyard position. 28 seconds now, and Olaf Meister might try to pull rotation. He's the only man on
Olaf
the
Meister.
Rush with an off angle, looking towards the Apps position. The Molotov comes in, but so does the rotation. Olaf Meister, though, has been taken out towards the B bomb site. But Automatic's going towards A. Nothing else is going on. He's got to go back. Stewie's on his own. But look at the time. Look at the time. There's 7 seconds to plant the bomb. They're trying to build pyramids, but there's no more play. Stewie's won the round. We're going to overtime.
What?
Cloud9 have done it! How have they done that?
This is in the
They came
Aganis
back
Arena,
all the way!
Boston University.
All the way! How fitting it...
Okay. Nah, this is what I'd be talking about by studying the past. He right. Hold on. This shit might be gas. Okay, so what the fuck just happened? 2018 final Stewie 2K B hold. So he stops them from planting with 6 seconds left on the clock.
Yeah, like not only that, like his teammates did a very good job of throwing certain utility on A at a very specific timing that made FaZe Clan feel like they had no other option but to run directly into the B site. However, they were already rotating to A. So the CTs were rotating to A, and that means Stewie was the only person that could have done anything about those 4 players rushing in.
Mhm.
Usually that's like a 1 or 2 and done spot. I mean, as an opera, you can clip from there pretty easily. And
Mhm.
to be fair, like the shots he was hitting were not ridiculous. It was just the timing.
Got the bomb!
It was the,
Got the bomb!
pressure. It was like he took this team from 0-2 all the way to overtime, and then they went on to win it. So like,
Oh my God.
and then Cloud9 didn't win in overtime. I bet this clip wouldn't have been worth anything.
Right, but it's the fact that this was the start of the full comeback.
Yeah, and like
So
my
sick.
favorite player to ever exist is Tarek, right?
Okay.
If you actually watch this full match, you'll realize why Tarek is probably one of the best North American Counter-Strike players to ever exist. It's like the type of thing where you don't need mechanical skill. You just need the it. Like, you just need the greatness understanding of, I need to push this smoke right now. I need to do this thing right now.
Mhm.
And save the round, you know? And
Yeah.
Tarek went ape shit in the overtime where he aced them. And, like, he aced them with an AWP and an AK. Like, he switched guns in the middle of his ace. And it was just insane. Like,
That's insane.
but yeah, that's just a reference of like the pressure, the glory, the energy. That's what I wanted to show you from that.
All right, let me watch this one more time now that I know more about it.
It'd be a problem, but they've got Rush in the graveyard position. 28 seconds now, and Olaf Meister might try to.
So I can see over here, they're on A site and they're throwing a bunch of shit on A site. That's what you're saying by throwing utility on the site, making them think that.
Full rotation. He's the only man on banana. Rush
They're
with an
doing
off angle,
that.
looking towards
They're
the
trying to
apps
split A
position.
right now. But because the CTs did such a good job of like the T side, FaZe Clan is trying to split the A bomb site. They're trying to encroach on 2 players or 3 players there.
Mhm.
Tarek earlier in the game had already hit a crazy clip from inside the site. If you look at the dots on the minimap, you
Yeah,
have Russian Pit, which is on the left. So the blue dots, on
blue
A site.
dots
So
on A
that's
site,
Rush, right?
right here. Yep.
Yeah, all 3 of those dots. So Rush is the one you're watching right now on the left side in Pit, bottom dot, right?
This one.
And then the middle dot is Tarek. Now earlier in this game, Tarek hit a clip from right there, like saving the round again. So basically, it was the combination of like over the course of the game, you start to have fears and tendencies based on things that are happening.
Right, it's like poker.
It's like poker. It's like poker and it's like chess. It's so fucking awesome. But so because Tarek clipped from there, and also because Skadoodle threw one flash right before they were gonna wrap. If you can watch, like Skadoodle throws the flash, and then everybody on A site makes a point to live, bro. North American Counter-Strike does not understand this part about Inferno. They'll literally just go kill themselves at bracket every single round, or kill themselves in apps every single round. When in reality, you can just park the fucking bus as a CT on Inferno, this map, and basically force them into an uncomfortable position. Like, people think Stewie was the one that had the pressure on him in that scenario. He wasn't. He had all the glory, all the love, all the dub on him. There's no time for them to plant. All he has to do is hit a simple shot on the bomb planter. He just made it stylish. By
Yeah, he doesn't even need to hit him. He just needs to delay the plant.
live.
Yeah,
Yeah, exactly. Precisely.
that's sick.
The Molotov comes in.
So then, so CT stops them. Now they're all saying, fuck it, we go B.
But automatic's going towards A. Nothing else is
And here they come.
Go back. Stewie's on his own. But
It's Stewie's holding down.
Gonna time this 7 seconds to plant the bomb. They're trying to build pyramids.
cheers,
but there's
bro.
no more. Stewie's won the round. We're going
There's
to
also like,
Dude, I didn't even realize he got 3 kills so fast.
but the caster is another reason why this was such an important thing. There's a quote in this that says, "They're trying to build pyramids, but there's no more clay."
What?
Huge quote.
That's fire. That's fire.
But look at the time. Look at the time. There's 7 seconds to plant the bomb. They're trying to build pyramids, but there's no more clay. Stewie
Oh my god.
Like, that's the level of commentating you're up against.
That, bro, I got that, bro. Come on. You don't sound like a supporter, bro. I got that. Bro, that's so hard.
Match screaming.
Yeah, no,
That's the major.
they're trying to build pyramids, but they're out of clay. That shit's fire. That's so fire.
I know it's Bardoff. It was Bardoff. That's the
Bardoff.
character.
Bet.
And that's Tarek, by the way, the guy in the center right there.
Right here.
That is my favorite Counter-Strike player of all time.
Okay. I have seen Tarek a bit now, in like the Valorant scene and stuff. He's like on like very, very famous.
Yeah, he folded for the bread.
He folded for the bread. But hey, bro, that's what we were talking about, bro. That's what we were just talking about with like, with this game as a sport. It's like you fucking, there's nothing after it. So it's like,
Yep.
you have to, Before this stream started, we were talking about how like these players will put 10,000 hours into this video game, and then like once they finally play on that like final like championship level, there's nothing after that, and then you have 10,000 hours in this game, and you're like top 1% in the world at this game, but you've done everything there is to do on it now, and you're. It's like that game that came out that everybody was pissed at. It's like that GTA clone, and it's like when you finally beat the end game, there was nothing to do in the end game, and like you couldn't even like customize your character and shit. Like, it's that, but real life.
It's depressing. Yeah.
So we're rooting for all these players to make content and make the bag.
Well, that's the other thing that I wanted to mention is like the whole reason why I said yes because like when my friend Mahoog gave me the advanced roster, it was like, yo, if you want to go back into the game, here's like a quick way to not have to play through all the leagues again, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I was down in that regard, but not really, because I know the burden, I know the stress, I know what it's like. It's not fun, right?
Mm-hmm.
But for some reason, I had this like thing in me that was like, I'd have so many friends that are so good and have made money, and they have fucking like won a lot of tournaments, but they just never made their YouTube account, and they never posted clips on their YouTube account.
Yep.
And this other video I just linked to you, which is like one of Tarek's original Rank S videos from CSGO. It's like the quintessential definition of what like mid-tier to like, you know, second-tier players should be doing right now. Like they should be making videos of like their personality within the game.
Yeah.
And like people like Tarek and Stewie were one of very few that were able to actually like straight up monetize themselves the moment they got known.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas a lot of these kids don't ever get known. Like even my name is like scraped under the dirt somewhere because I didn't make a lot of YouTube videos. Like,
yeah.
And I still regret it. And I'm like here today, and I'm like, oh, I'm only 23. I quit the game for 4 years. Like, how bad could it be for me to go back and do content, right? And it's not bad. It's fire, you know.
It's fire.
So that's a good thing at least. But
yeah.
Competing is painful. Anyway.
Competing is painful. Content is scary, but once you start doing both, I feel like you realize that you were in your head.
Yeah, 100%. 100%. Like once the like 10th video is posted in the same niche, like, I feel like you have it figured, and you're probably like even if you had like a combined across all those videos like 500 views, it's enough dopamine to get you to keep going.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I mean, we can have a separate conversation about sheer content creation, because me and Ohm have like, I'm basically like starting a religion, I think is basically the way I'm looking at it, bro. This shit literally unites my mind, body, and soul in ways that I've never experienced before. But
yeah, I
fucking
understand what you're talking about, because I tied those things together for my shit. Like Mask, DJing, music production, and video games, like they definitely all link together in this weird conundrum that I really like that is me, you know?
Yeah. I mean, my thing too is just that like it's truly 1,000 times simpler than you think it is. Like no matter what it is you're thinking about, like especially if it's about content, like it's truly 1,000 times simpler. And the answer is to do it. No matter what it is, no matter what your problem is, and no matter like what question you have, like the answer to your problem and question is to do the thing that you're like worried about.
Too.
Bro, exactly. You have to turn the brain off, and then you just have to fucking show up to work and just see what happens, and then analyze it afterwards. Yeah. But yeah, 100% like.
On a tangent here, a little bit.
Oh yeah, we got to get back to the game.
I did not figure that shit out. Like this thing you're talking about, I didn't figure that shit out until I started posting my music.
Dude, I didn't figure that shit out until a month ago, and I'm 2 years older than you.
Hey, type shit. Maybe I'm an early boat. But
yeah.
Music, I always thought my music was shit, right? First song went off. Like, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
No, I didn't think, and I thought that song was bad because I was stuck in this like smart DJ brand that knows all the tracks and knows all the IDs and knows that like that's not of that quality. But like to somebody else, you know, like you're wrong. Like just post the song. So now
just
I'm
post
on
the song.
Shit where I'm like posting. I'm gonna post everything. You know what I mean? But
Yeah.
it's also a pain in the ass. You know it's a pain in the ass. It's not for free or anything, and it's
No, it's not for free. And the reason why it becomes so difficult and we get so like paralyzed about it is because we identify ourselves as something. So for instance, you identify yourself as a DJ. I identified myself as a rapper. Therefore, if I had put out a rap, if you had put out a mix that you felt wasn't perfect, then that means that I'm not as good of a person because this is who I am as a person. If I'm a DJ as a person and I'm bad at DJing, then I'm a bad person. If I'm a rapper as a person and I put out a bad rap, then I'm a bad person. But in reality, you're not a DJ. You're someone who DJs. I'm not a rapper. I'm someone who raps. And as soon as you label yourself, you fucking put yourself in a box and you don't allow yourself to be bad and you tell yourself that you're the greatest of all time when in reality you're not. And like you should be bad because the reason you fell in love with this is when you were bad in the beginning anyway. So it's like the more you try to like exactly, that's when it was the most fun. So the more you try to be like, no, I'm good and like this is important and like because you can be good and it can be important, but it's not everything to you. It's not everything you are as a person. If you make a bad track, you have other qualities. And once you like realize that like, dude, I can rap and it's bad and it's okay, dude. Like then all of a sudden you allow yourself to be bad and then all of a sudden you're good. Like, you know what's crazy, Geku? I hadn't put out music in 4 years before Monday. And then Monday I put out 2 songs. I know.
You guys do not know. Ego has made, or sorry, not Ego. Swish the Commissioner has made the single greatest song to ever come out of this studio that we all kind of go to.
Yeah, no biggie.
Bar none, it is the single greatest song. And I'm actually going to listen to it as soon as this fucking call is over.
Let's go. Let's go. Geku, if you get enough channel points, you can redeem it, and I'll play it on stream. Okay, but that's enough. That's a great little tangent. We're gonna clip that. But back to CS:GO. We're looking at Troll Brothers by Tarek.
Yeah. Stream to me again.
Is there any other way I can screen share that isn't Discord?
You can link me a watch together, like watchtogether.com. Watch together.
Okay, let's try that.
Use the number 2. Watch together.
Watch together. Do I have to make a fucking account? Hang on, let me switch to just catting. I have like 3K in the end. I don't know how much I said of that, but I think it might be like 10K, 15K. Glad to know you're not close to it. That does make me happy. Okay, copy and share this link. I think that's good. And then do I copy this link? Oh yeah. Oh, you in here? This is sick.
This is like type of shit that I only learned because of how much of a gamer I was.
Yep. No, this is great gamer tech.
You can watch this video on no volume for now and just like
Okay.
have it playing in the background and I'll explain. Like
Okay.
the necessity and where my brain is coming in.
No, what are you saying? What are you saying?
In the next like 3 to 6 months. So Tarek used to drop these videos. Now this is like higher tier than what I was at that time. But like about a year and a half after this era for him was when I was like playing in rank G and like just under rank S, right? And all of us did not make videos because we're like, oh, nobody's gonna watch that shit. It's rank S. But to be fair, bro, some of us were way more cracked than these guys. Because these guys were inside of an organizational oligarchy, basically, where they had job security, right? So rank S's had like some level of job security because they're on real ass orgs, right?
Okay.
Whereas all the kids that were in advanced / premier, like really had to make it out via winning and just being nasty. So I saw and I know there was a lot better players in that like rank G area, And when they got to rank S, they were dirt napping. I mean, Stewie 2K was one of these people that just like pugged his way all the way to the top and then dirt nap people. And that's the problem, is people thought it was the method. Like, people thought pugging your way all the way to being rank S and then going and playing for the weekly money and then getting signed to a team, that's the flowchart. No, the flowchart is Tarek's flowchart. There's a reason why Tarek is way more rich than all of these guys right now and will be rich forever. Is because he started making these stupid little videos where he's in like the top tier pug, rank S, right? And he's like trolling, like he's just having fun, just fucking around. Like, to some degree, they're trying to win the game, but like they'll like run through a smoke together and kill themselves and then roast each other, right?
Yeah.
And that's the type of shit that I'm like, tier 2 has that on a better level because we're even like more crash out. Like, there's less on the line, there's less branding.
Yeah.
You know? So these people are mad funny, like in our rank G or like whatever. It's not rank G anymore. It's like just face it level 10, like 3000 elo Q, which I'm not even at that anymore because like I quit again. But yeah, I'm like, this is the system. So I'm saying like this is like the solution to Counter-Strike, like tier 2 players not having any bread.
Right.
Is making this video. So that's why I wanted to show that. And then I think we could get into map knowledge next if you want.
I mean, what other? We only have like one like legendary CS:GO moment. I'd love to get like
Sure,
four
we can
or
do
five.
Sure.
Can you put your own links into this thing now that I sent you the link? Like, is this like a Google Drive type joint? Or do I have to put the links?
The host is the one.
Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna show you the sprays, right? So basically, there's this big thing in the game, right, where a player in a pro major level tournament will make a seriously sick play, right? And then that gets graffitied onto the wall of the map, like whatever they were doing. So, for example, Simple is known for jumping out of heaven on Cash and no-scoping a guy in the air, and then no-scoping the second guy right after trying to trade him. And they put like a picture of an opper, like a sniper, dropping from the heavens with flaming wings, basically. So like that is graffitied onto the wall of the map forever.
Sick.
So I'm gonna show you a couple of those, like graffiti level moments.
Got you. Some Banksies, if you will.
Some Banksies for sure.
Some Basquiat.
Definitely. So this is Cold Zeras. I'm definitely gonna show the Simple Cash one. And like, this was the type of shit that like you don't even really see this happening in CS2 anymore. Like, nobody's getting a fucking graffiti in CS2 anymore. There's no greatness, really. Like, I don't feel
the culture's gone.
The culture is in a really bad spot. And you know why? It's because people like Tarek are now in Valorant, and they're not farming content and farming views and farming like a culture. Really. Like, you need people with personality, like funny personality.
Yeah.
Not just a good player, because we have a lot of good players, and most of them are weird, racist weirdos. Like, I could name them.
Yep.
And they're not meant for the YouTubes, right?
Yeah. Never be seen.
But like, there's a real world where like, who's gonna take Tarek's slot? Like, I could totally be I could serial 4K. Fuck it.
Yeah.
And you know, I mean, I worked at some of the ESL events. I got to be in a VIP with him at one point, and like picked his brain a little bit about the game, and he is such a normal dumbass. Like, and 100% just like go next to the game, all the way till he got to the point where it was like, oh, I'm good enough to make videos, and then he just did not stop making videos, and now he's literally the representative. Right, so go watch the Cold Zera shit. That shit's fire.
All right. Unbelievable jumping up.
Yeah, so this was another one of those back against the wall moments with Cold Zera, where it's like, if they did not win this round, it was over. But what this did is it started the comeback that led these Brazilians to winning this tournament and starting a mini dynasty. Like, the Brazilians had like a 3 or 4 tournament dynasty.
Hey,
shout
out Brazil.
Bro. There's so many layers, bro. There's so many layers. Like,
so many layers.
Had like a whole year dynasty, which was like, I don't know, fucking 20-something tournaments.
Maybe damn.
A 2-year dynasty. I'm trying to remember, bro. It's all blurring, so I quit. But yeah, I'll fucking watch the shit.
All right.
On Luminosity, the team now going back to Old Faithful, and Cold might be in trouble.
Yeah, there's a lot of pressure on him. He's got to hit these shots. We saw Fall in this spot before, the same spot with
Oh my God.
utility to work.
No.
Here he comes once again. The first base is
Oh.
a Dren. He's gonna hit.
I thought it was gonna be a crazy
clap.
clat. Oh my God. Oh my God. I have seen this shit. I've seen this shit. Oh my God. Oh my God, dude. That was 4 shots, 5 kills.
No, 3 shots,
3 shots, 5 kills.
4 kills, 4 kills.
4 kills.
Killed the last guy.
Okay.
Jumping collateral saved the round. Like, usually that Opper gets that first kill. Like, it's pretty standard.
Right. He's holding the angle. He's got 1 shot.
Yeah.
But
to jump up and collateral them afterwards, bro. Like, this is the type of
much
meta
more
shifting
utility to
stuff.
work
If
with.
that was something you were
Here-
scared to do in that era of the game. Like, you were scared to, like, jump just in case you get headshotted on your jump spot. I mean, jump spotting is a pretty normal thing to do at that B-apps position.
yeah.
Like, if you were scared of doing it, after this shit happened, nobody was ever scared of doing it again. Like, I've hit this clip myself in the past, you know, I think I have a video on my YouTube right now that has me hitting, like, a version of it. And I call it out. I'm like, I'm going to Cold Zero him right now.
Mm-hmm.
And, like, that's the culture. I haven't seen that shit in so long, bro. It
By the
hurts me.
way,
It hurts me.
Geku in chat says he knows what he be saying for real. I was thinking that goat. So you're getting glazed.
God bless Geku. God bless Geku.
Here he comes once again. The first
Crazy.
base is a Dren. He's gonna hit the ground there. It's cold. Oh!
Crazy.
So, again, it's not even necessarily
Crazy.
that crazy. It's the timing. It's the when. It's the pressure. It's the rah.
Yeah.
If you will.
Yeah, that was for 15, and or they're on 15, so they're playing to stay alive. Yeah.
Yeah. That was, and then they came back all the way and won that tournament, and then won 2 tournaments after that.
Oh my God.
It
All
just,
with one
was considered-
round away from losing.
Yeah.
Insane. Insanity.
I mean,
All right.
leave it up to Liquid to fucking choke. Like, that's a whole other scenario. Liquid
Yeah.
always throws. Like, leave it up to them to not. North American Counter Strike is not a good. Like, you don't want to as a North American CS player. I might move to Denmark
But simple
and
is
go
pretty.
Yeah.
there for like 6 months just so I don't fall into that category.
You don't fucking pick up the same bad habits and shit.
Bro, it's so bad. Like, we have like a narcissism problem in America.
Oh yeah.
It exists in Europe, right? But like the way that they communicate is like blah, 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 blah. Like, it's nobody's really gonna get that mad at each other, you know?
Yeah.
Because in America it's like screaming kids, and that's why
Yeah.
there's so many roster shuffles all the time, because we have a bunch of screaming children.
Yeah. And I bet fucking like that's the thing too. It's like they're kids getting played to play video games, and it's like they don't understand like that's fucking crazy. Like if you talk to those same kids when they're like 60 years old, I bet they're all like, yeah, I probably should have like focused up when I was like getting paid to play video games more. But
Bro, I already feel that regret myself right now. Like,
Yeah.
I was so much better than, like, if you go look at my CSGO clips and you compare them to my CS2 clips, it's like my brain is better in CS2 because they don't know. I
right,
don't have a decade of experience. But my aim in CSGO was like so cool. Like, I was getting clipped and put on like one of those pages like Chrono Yinger is an example. Like, he gets a million views on every video. His entire job is to go look at the weekly clips of CS and like put it in one compilation. I was hitting that shit every week. Every week I was streaming every week, and I was getting one of my clips in that 1,000,000 view video, and I thought that was good. I thought that was
yeah.
enough. I'm like, he's the one getting the 1,000,000 views.
He was the one getting the 1,000,000 views. You were not getting the 1,000,000 views. Damn, bro. You were fucking. People were coming back on a weekly basis to watch your plays on his video.
Like, he would hit, obviously, like, he would hit everybody's clips. It was a lot of work for him to, like, I'm not taking anything away from him, but it's just, like, the regret I feel for myself not making just casual-ass videos. Like, I should have just been making way more casual fucking videos.
Yeah.
And I didn't. And it would have, honestly, I probably, had I started my YouTube, like, 18, 19 years old when I was hitting, like, advanced, like, because to be 19 years old and advanced, like, that's good.
Yeah.
Good. But, like, now you're worth nothing if you don't go to the next step. Like, if you're 19 years old in advance, that's really good. You're gonna make it, right?
Yeah.
Had I made that content, I would not have quit. Like, in college. I would have kept playing in college. I probably
Right.
wouldn't be the same person, today.
Yeah.
You know. But hey, man, mental health.
But that's good
That's
because
it.
honestly, you got like a lot of like swag and like riz from like getting out of the gaming sphere for a bit too. So that's also dope and sick and cool.
It was a safety net.
Safety net.
Myself going downtown.
Exactly. You're like, all
I
right,
said that
so
word one too many times.
the gaming thing, you know, it might not work out. So I might as well become cool, at the very least.
Yeah, I mean, dude, the thing about it was like it wasn't sustainable. Like I played on 2 organizations that paid me like a salary, bro, and that salary was like a grand a month.
Hmm.
Like, you know,
Yeah, salary, right? Yeah.
But like the moment you get to fucking like tier 1, it's like here's 10K a month. Here's a boot camp room that you're gonna go to whenever you want, and here's an apartment that has a gym in it where the team is gonna be every time. Like,
Yeah.
Once you break into the oligarchy, it is dream life.
Yeah.
But everything under that it's pain. It's like
Yeah.
qualify in front of 300 teams. Like fuck. All right.
Absolutely.
Okay. Anyway, where do you want to segue this next?
I have this clip pulled up. Is this real life 2v1 simple jumping double no scope Cologne
Yeah, this is
semifinal?
Another graffiti. Yeah.
Okay.
It's huge clip.
Creeping, they see him with the AWP now, and the desperate play into B comes in. Smokes, you see double smokes in the same place there. Simple just jumping casually into the side. He's gonna fall down again. What is this clutch from Simple? Are you serious? What is that? You can't do that, Simple. That's not allowed.
You can't do that simple. What is that?
This is not FPL. This is a major.
Everyone's joking.
But Simple, I don't know, man. If he just comes in with that.
What the fuck is that? His gun isn't even out when he shoots.
Simple is he is considered the best, the GOAT.
He's the goat that like saves Team Liquid after Hiko is like falling off, right?
Yeah, that happened in CS:GO, and then they're trying to make him do it for FaZe right now. Like he's supposed.
Oh,
to
in CS2 right now?
Yeah, and
Sick.
You should see their content. They're doing all this content where they're straight up farming Simple's brand because his buyout was like 700,000 or something like that. I think.
Oh,
600.
wow.
So yeah, they bought because Navi. I'm trying to remember who they bought him out from. Or I think it was actually no. He was a free agent, and he was the one that got the 700K. Just
Right.
Deposited straight to him.
That's so fucking sick.
It's usually like the team that owns you, right? Like this is where the money actually starts to move in Counter-Strike. Is like you get to a point where you have a team that's in ESL or ECL Premier, and if any given one of those players gets like pops off, right? And like say for example, Team Liquid or Furia wants to pick them up because their roster is dying because they're throwing again. Like now, as the owner of Chaos Esports, tiny ass org, you get to now sell that player to Team Liquid for like a bag.
Right.
So like that's where the like organizational reason to develop players is.
I
just from a
see.
financial standpoint.
Yeah. Because you can like upsell a contract.
That and obviously like merch is the #1 driving factor of any organization surviving.
Right.
You can't do that, Simple.
Yeah,
That's not allowed. This is not FPL. This is a major.
This is not NPL. What does that mean?
So this is not FPL, is what he's saying. Face it Pro League. So at the top of the ranking system, as an individual, not as a team, there's FPL, and at the time there was Rank S. We all preferred to play Rank S because ESEA's servers were better. I actually never made it into Rank S. I played Rank G, which was the second below that.
Okay.
But Face It is another one where like you get invited to it, so it's FPL C FPL, and that's basically just like a 10-man where you all queue up and you get matched with a bunch of like pro players that are on different teams, and it's kind of like the cultural, like you know how I was showing you that Tarek video, right?
Yeah.
That's what FPL is.
Got you.
It's like the troll version of Pro Counter-Strike.
It's like Park. It's like summer off season summer
Off-season.
pickup games when you see like LeBron and KD and Steph are all like at the same gym playing basketball together.
Exactly.
Got you.
Exactly.
Got you. Off season shit.
So he's saying like, bro, you can't do that here. Like that, the decision to fly out of heaven when you know you're gonna be inaccurate and no scope this guy anyway. Like Dennis was one of the best players at the time too, and like for him to not just kill Simple here, it's like it's law defying. You know?
So simple. Oh, this is heaven. The fact that he's up here.
So he's already in the air at this point, but like a second prior, he's in heaven,
Smokes.
and now usually, like I'll tell you what a player's supposed to do here. He's supposed to look at sight, like
Mhm.
at the B site, and
Right.
just check to see if anybody's peeking. And then
Right.
he's supposed to look at this little thing that to the left of Crim's, right? This B main door is what it's called, B main.
Right over
The thing
here.
on the right is called checker, right? Like, hold on, I can't see your cursor.
Oh, you can't see my cursor. That's true. Okay.
So, like-
Fucking.
It's very clear though. Like you see, you're watching Crim's POV right now. On the right is a hallway, right?
Right.
That hallway is called checker.
Gotcha.
It's
'Cause the
checker
floor. Yep.
The hallway, the opening on the left is called B main, right?
Right. Main entrance
Normal
into B
flare
site.
chart of a Heaven CT player, like coming in on 1v2. First of all, he shouldn't even be going for this like this adamantly. This is why he caught them off.
Mhm.
But he's supposed to check site, then he's supposed to kind of spot B main, then look at checker, then look back at B main, and kind of deal with those two angles at the same time. Because the likelihood that they just double peek you and destroy you is very likely. So it's like important for him to stay near a wall so that he can hide behind it if he needs to.
Mhm.
He says, "Fuck that!" It just flies out of the sky. It just kills him. Like that's not what's supposed to happen.
I see. I see what he's saying. I see what you're saying. So once again, he's trying. The right play is to make the long play game and just try to slow them down, play the 1v2 slowly, and like waste their time, right?
Break them down. Like all clutches are supposed to be played in a way where you break them down. Like you're supposed to be isolating duels one by one
Right.
until like you're safer and safer and safer. You know.
Mhm.
And especially if you're on the T side, like you're obviously going to prioritize putting the bomb down and hiding.
Mhm.
But yeah, usually you're supposed to like break down these kills, and like if you look at it at an intrinsic level, Simple had some crazy heightened awareness to know that these players were split up, and him diving out of heaven was the best decision to make because
It was the fastest way to isolate the 1v1s. That's crazy. So he knows because of like comms and like sound cues from earlier that these guys are not together.
In this scenario, he hears Dennis full sprinting, and he doesn't hear Crims. So he knows there's one player running into the site. I think his plan was to drop down heaven, no scope him, and then look back at site
Where he's supposed to find the next guy, but he's actually in B main. I'm picking it up
Play
now.
into B comes in. Smokes. You see a double Smokes in the same place there. Simple just jumping, catching into the site. He's gonna fall down again.
It's crazy because it looks like he's got shot. He got hit.
What is that?
It's at 74 health. I think you're muted, by the way. Oh, the die?
Hello?
Hello? I heard you that time.
Hello, hello?
Yeah, we're good. We're back.
Okay, I think I accidentally muted the lab.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it looks like he got shot like one time.
You can't do that, Simple. It's not
So-
like that. What is
The
it?
speed of the game here, it's like, it's headshot or you're dead.
Exactly.
Everybody is so fast reaction. If you're going to shoot someone in the butt or in the chest, you're dead. Like, you're
Yep.
not going to have a chance.
hmm
So,
And the op is a one shot anywhere on the body, right?
except the leg.
Except the leg.
The leg is 85 damage, so it's pretty much a kill. But it's
Okay.
like, called getting legged, literally.
Okay, but these guys both had AKs. So he legged
Should've
them.
traded this.
Yeah.
Simple just jumping, catch.
Like,
Wait, does he get shot or is that fall damage?
I think Crim's whiffed, if I'm not mistaken.
'Cause, yeah, it
Say that
looks-
one more time?
It looks like the red on the feet doesn't show up. Come on.
If it shows
See a
up when
double
he hits
Smokes
the
in the same
ground.
place there. Simple just
Yeah,
jumping.
there it is. So he took
Right.
the damage.
Okay, but it's no red.
Took the damage.
He already took the damage.
Catching into the side.
Oh, but it's maybe just because he was through the wall.
So fast. If
Yeah.
you look at Crims, bro, Crims didn't even fuck up that bad. Like, I'm gonna pull it back a
He's
little
gonna
bit.
fall down.
Bro, Crims fired less than 8 bullets. 1, 2, 3. Wait, how many do you have?
Simple is
12 bullets
creeping.
in the
They've
clip.
seen with the AWP now. Place
Yeah,
there. Simple
12
just jumping,
bullets.
catching
Yeah.
into the
He
side. He's gonna
fires
fall down again.
1, 2, 3.
He got three off, maybe 4.
8 bullets. And he's already no scope.
Yeah. No scope too. Fucking no scoped. The no scope is one of the coolest, like, phonetically sounding things in shooter games. Get no scoped, fucking nerd. All right, what else we got?
Well, where do you want me to steer you?
What's like some of the best commentating moments? I know the one where they're building pyramids. That was fucking sick. What other? What's like the this is Rocket League of CS:GO?
Yeah, well, we definitely have like the this is Counter Strike like
Yeah.
shit that comes out once every few matches. And I have to think for a second because I honestly like I was a player, so I never really cared. To be
Right.
honest. Like,
It can, and you also said that you had your favorite commentator, so we
That's
could watch
like
some of that too.
yeah, just like go on YouTube and search Anders Bloom commentating highlights because he had this shit on lock, and this was like right when I was a child. Like I was in open and intermediate at this time. Like I was at the bottom of the leagues, and I would see Anders cast, and I was like, yeah, one day I'm gonna do that. But on the local level, OG Haptics, and nobody will ever know this name, but he was one of those people that was very good at video games, and he won a big tournament, and I think it was StarCraft, and then just pure depression afterwards because when you
Yep.
win, it's an L. Like you
Yep.
don't want to win.
Right. You don't want this. You don't want the journey to end. It ain't about what's waiting on the other side, bro. It's the climb.
It's really not. It's about like the energy. I mean, I love LAN so much. Like I can show you some of my LAN clips if you want to get into that.
Oh, that could be fun too. Hang on. Let's do these highlights though.
Let me see if I can pull a couple up. Yeah, this was like me when I was a kid too. So like I had like a lot of toxic energy, or like I just shit on you, kid energy.
Yeah.
And bro, I think I could be like a much better player now as my like mature self, but it might be a little too late.
Timing is everything. Timing is everything.
It might be a little too what?
It's like too late to be considered because like there has to be a good balance between your age, your skill, your ranking, like what you're doing to players every week, in order to like maintain being like a represented prodigy or somebody that's good, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like to even be respected as somebody that's good, you need to play in like dirt nap the best players every single day, which I just don't have time.
And you be saying dirt map,
dirt nap, dirt nap.
dirt nap.
Yeah.
Is that kill?
Ooh, that's a good reference. I'll show you where the reference is from. It does mean kill. Time for a dirt nap. Dewey is here. That's a quote.
You got to give him a dirt nap.
Yep.
All right. Well, you find that. We're gonna watch this CS:GO Anders Bloom. Are you kidding me? Compilation.
FX shows waiting. Timing is everything. He's going to be jumping down. Does make some noise, but not enough. Oh, are you kidding me? Then the from us back to a 2-on-2. That bomb so far tick. They gotta move quick right now. They're going for it. The defuse is already happening. Hiko, are you kidding me? He's gonna
Hiko, are you kidding me?
go for it. They win the round.
They win the round.
Yep.
Fix up a
Yep.
triple A Cloud9 win it.
Can we pause here? This
Kenny?
is a crazy photo. Yeah, go back like to what it looked like in the stands, bro. So this is 2015, right? Sean Gares, Hiko, Semphis, nothing. I think Freakazoid is on the end of the table. I don't remember. But like these guys, right? If you put me in a server with any one of these players, I have been in a server with nothing and Hiko many times. They're not really like that sick. Jordan's nothing is really good because he has great game sense, but like none of these guys were able to shoot fast.
Mm-hmm.
Like, and it's like they're wearing t-shirts here. They have a lanyard on. Like, I don't know, like just the way there's like a random pair of headphones on the back of the monitors for marketing. Like they had no idea how to run these events. Last, like 2 months ago, bro, they had a red carpet rolling out for the Blast Pro Series. Not even 2 months ago. It was like this last month at the Austin Major in Austin, Texas. They had a fucking red carpet. And
See
I'm
if we
like,
can't pull this
dude,
up.
The speed at which this shit has all developed, it's like, even the economy. Like if you bought a $250 butterfly knife or like M9 bayonet in 2016, it's now worth like $3 grand. That's
Oh, this is crazy.
just 4 years.
This is the CS:GO red carpet.
You watching it right now?
Yeah. I'm just like, I got pictures. Crazy.
Google Blast TV. Yeah, so it's like clearly become like an upgraded version of its past spectacle.
Yeah.
And that is the reason why I'm like, Lance, don't just throw CS away. Like, you have 8,000 hours of fucking game.
Yeah.
Don't just throw it away. Because that's what I did. Like, in college, I straight up was like, nah, fuck this. Like, this is bad for me, you know?
Mm-hmm.
But there's a world where, like, you just need to be smart. Like,
There's a way you do it where it's not bad for you.
yeah. I want to teach the fucking 16-year-old kids that are in open right now, like, how to be the athlete version of the player they want to be. Because they will become a dumbass if they don't.
It's not a bad niche. Not a bad niche. All right, I'm gonna keep going on this.
9 win it, what?
Kenny has the bomb, and that's the one crucial fact here. Looking for it. Gonna get the one kill, and there comes
Oh,
Kenny! What are you kidding me?
They don't know he's already in this site though. Zemphis gets one. It's Spencer's now with the pressure.
Malvin, yo, what's good, Malvin?
And
Thanks for
Zemphis does
popping
it.
out.
1v3 killed
1v3.
Kenny first. Oh
Wait, I lost
God,
my-
Zemphis, are you joking? The patience game coming out. I can spot them coming out of
My
screen door as
CS
well.
Pro might have
He
turned his
sees them
video
now.
off.
Straight headshot. They have no idea.
I'm here, dude.
Smith's looking confused and
You're here? What'd you
My
say?
video dies. Yeah, my video died. Sometimes
Oh,
it just be
he's
shutting
back.
off on me.
We're back. We're back.
dazed, and there's gonna be a follow-up headshot. You gotta be kidding me. Takes down here.
I achieved my child dream yesterday. What's good? What happened? What'd you do, Malvin? That's fucking sick. Congrats. I hope it was safe and no one got hurt.
Shimmer as well.
Yeah, I'm getting it. The fucking finished Rayman Legends got that character for 700. God damn. Congrats. Congrats, brother. Rayman Legends. I've heard that's a real tough one. Got that character for 700 what is the real question? 700 points, not dollars. Okay, I was going to say.
100 yen.
So that's a lot of money for a character. No, good shit though. Nothing like finishing a game that you couldn't do as a kid. That's what it's all about right there. Okay, so I've understood Anders Bloom. He gets hype. He goes, "Oh my god, are you kidding me?"
Yeah, you just peaked so fucking hard.
Oh, I bet I did. Sorry guys. I'll get like a thing. Who's the winner on top, says Malvin. This is top guy. We got left guys, now we got top guys. This is Lance, aka Spears.
What's up, J Malvin?
Just Spear. And he is an ex CS:GO pro. And right now, what's going on is I'm gonna become the commentator. He said, "You're not a weirdo, bro. I'm just fucking with you."
I love you,
but
Malvin, J Balvin.
Malvin J Balvin. He's got a tier 2 CS2 team that needs a commentator, and I am on my path of becoming the greatest commentator of all time. So a symbiotic relationship. I'll commentate his team, but I need to learn more about CS. So that's what we're doing right now. And Malvin's got a blue butterfly knife in CS:GO, so he's cracked.
Damn.
He's
Bro,
fucking.
You still have it? Cause that shit's worth like 4K right now. Go buy a car.
Damn, Malvin, you might need to redeem that for 700 points, 4,000 points.
Bro, I might be in the market to buy that from you. Cause I'm trying to buy a bunch of fucking skins right now. Cause that shit is the wave.
Interesting. He said, "Nah, I'm
Butterfly
saving
blue
it."
Steel? What butterfly is it? You don't know? Butterfly blue steel or Doppler?
Oh boy,
See, yeah, we're gonna get into features.
we gotta figure this out. Doppler.
Doppler. Ooh.
Ooh, all right, I gotta look this up now. I've heard too much about it to not look it up.
Blue Doppler. Is it a
Damn.
phase 1? That's a sapphire. That's worth like 15 grand, bro.
Oh, this isn't blue. This is sapphire.
No, that is the blue one. The blue one. So there's different phases of the Doppler. It's like the rarity. I would have been, but
I would have been in Dubai by now, yo. That's hilarious.
Facts. Anyway, no, like there's different rarities of the skins, and that rarity is like one of the highest rarities. There's a sapphire where it's like completely blue. And
Okay.
that's worth like 15K.
Got you. Yeah, it's just fucking 15K right now. It's an NFT. It's a literal NFT.
It's an in-game item. It's an in-game item. No, but dude, there was a point in time where we'd be like, "Yo, butterfly knife, sapphire. I don't have enough. I don't have $1,500 to spend right now on a butterfly knife." And then it's like, now I should have bought that fucking shit.
Should have bought the knife, bro. Should have bought the knife. If only we had known. That is crazy.
Yeah.
That is crazy to think that you could have put a lot of your money into CS:GO skins and done really well for yourself. But it's like,
Bro.
you didn't even know if it was gonna be like legal in a couple years. Like when there was like the gambling sites going on. Like that was crazy.
I have like a mini story of like when I was actually like 14. It was actually before I built my first gaming PC. I had like a shitty PC that I was using for gaming, but like it was not a gaming PC. And one of the few things that I could do in Counter-Strike, like with that shitty PC, I couldn't play. So I could like gather items and gamble them. And I was like 14, and I remember this site. I'll never forget this site. Me and my boy Hy-V went on this site called CS:GO Egg, and we turned a bayonet boreal forest, which is worth about $80. We turned it into over $12,000, and then we lost it all over the course of that next week because we're just so dumb. Children.
Kids.
So
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, no, there's a lot of Counter-Strike kids that need an adult in their lives.
I could make these kids rich off Counter-Strike if they just fucking listen. But I
Yeah.
also don't know because the game, I don't know, bro. You still don't know. I think it's the soccer of esports. So if that's the case, the game can't die and the scene can't die. It'll only ever get bigger until like, I don't know, we get nuked. Like, I don't
True.
see it stopping.
No, I agree. I don't really see it stopping. I feel like it's it's made by Valve. It's fucking like, it's made by Valve, right? Still, the new one too,
Yeah, I mean, made by Valve is a touchy subject.
or maybe produced by Valve, we could say.
I fucking hate them so much. They don't do anything but steal money from people. They
Yeah,
really don't.
I mean,
And the game was originally developed by a modder, so.
right, because it was off Counter-Strike Source. That was like a whole thing. Yeah,
It was a
But-
Half-Life mod, yeah.
Half-Life mod. I would say though, Valve is better than Microsoft or Sony or Nintendo. I would say they're the best of the
Even
bunch.
Activision's like very rapey, I heard.
I mean, Activision is not in the same echelon as those companies, but
Yeah, yeah. They just say AAA. They're not actually AAA.
yeah. I mean, Activision actually got bought by Microsoft, I think.
Oh,
So
really? I
they're
didn't know that.
Activision Blizzard. They're Microsoft now.
That's made it all make sense for me.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
So they're just also
Acquisition. Isn't acquisition just a fun thing?
Bro, so Microsoft is going to buy everything. And that's why I'm like, let's go Valve. All right, Valve.
Dude, I swear to God, Bill Gates like played a shit ton of Civ when he was younger. Same thing with all these fucking sickos. Like they played mad Civ, and they're like, how do I control every part of the thing?
yeah, exactly. How do I get every type of victory all at once? I need cultural, military, scientific, and religious victory all at once. Malvin says, do you know Big Beat Records?
Big Beat Records.
I do not know Big Beat Records.
No.
Unhip to Big Beat Records. But however, I am hip to the butterfly Doppler sapphire blue knife. Skrillex? Question mark? Is that his label?
Skrillex.
Guys, this is a Counter-Strike stream, not a music stream.
Nah, but I fuck with Skrillex. What are we talking? Let's pivot.
Let's pivot. Let's get off this fucking nerdy video game.
Fuck
Big
this
Beat.
game, dude.
This is a screen for sure. I don't really know what I do on this. I mean, if you're asking if we know Skrillex, we definitely fucking know Skrillex, bro. Talking
I've
about.
never heard of Skrillex. Can you tell me some of the history of Skrillex? I've never
Have you heard the one of the Skrillex song that goes Kool-Aid, bang wang. Yeah, let's go.
The moment you said Kool-Aid, I knew it was banger.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, dude. Shout out to all my boss boys. Shout to all my boss boys. We rowdy. Come on now.
Bro, what was the best song? The best song was Breaking a Sweat, in my opinion, still.
I wasn't actually like a Skrillex nerd. Honestly, I was a pretty big dubstep nerd. Like, me and Ohm have had like long things where we're like, do you remember Knife Party or Internet Friends by Knife Party?
Yes.
Bro.
Pretty much anything Knife Party did for the entirety of like 2014 to 2016 was a very big impact on my soccer.
Yeah, bro. We might have to do a dubstep day. Okay, so we've watched some clips. Do we want to watch some of your clips real quick?
Yeah, let's throw a couple on. I have to dip pretty soon because I have to finish fucking printing the arms of these hoodies. But
Okay, in that case,
pretty cool intro. We did achieve more than I thought we would.
that's what I'm saying, bro. Action solves everything. Turn the brain off. Show up to work. All right.
True.
My game did install during that time, so instead of watching more clips, I would love to run around the map a little bit.
I'm giving you one clip to watch.
Okay, that's fine.
You have to watch one. I mean, I'm doing all this yapping, bro. You got to see the kid walk a dog sometime.
Yeah, fire. No, it's so facts. All right. Do you want to link it to me or?
Yeah, I'm sending you the link. I'll give you
Okay.
the context right now. So the context of this is this is the quarterfinal of the Boston semi-professional LAN, and this play that I made, like, emotionally got my team into the place to like get us to that. We went second place, I think, in the end of the whole tournament. But like this clip, I remember distinctly, like the shit that happened here made the team believe that we were only gonna win from that point forward. Even when we lost to a team we had no business playing against in the final,
The momentum
we still felt
shifted.
so confident. Yeah, this is a momentum. This is why momentum's so important. Like, the
Gotcha.
game is super tight here. It's what is it? 6-5? I can't exactly see right now. It's the bar is hiding it, like the shadow of the bar.
Oh
It's
yeah.
5-4. So they're,
Oh my God, look at you. How old are you here?
I think 17. Yeah,
Malvin
this is
said-
17-year-old Lance.
Melvin says, would you sell a beat you really like for $50? Real quick, I mean, yeah, depending on what really like means, if you think that this like beat is like a banger ready to go, then I would probably not sell it for $50. $50 should be what you're charging for a lease. If you're actually selling the beat, and if you have actual like a beat that record labels even fuck with. Yeah, no, you should not.
Never sell your beats. Just fucking put it on BeatStars and lease them out to every single person.
That.
So anybody will hop on your beat.
Yeah, do that, and then if you are ever talking about like labels and like an artist that you actually like believe that the song could take off on, like you don't worry about base cash value. You fucking get your royalties in order, and then that's really all that matters. Because unless you're selling it directly to a label that has money to pay you, if you're selling artists like beats to artists that aren't fucking rich, then they can't pay you either. So your best bet is to just get your like royalties in order, so that if the song does make money, because you think it's a good beat, so you think the song will do well, so then you should be more focused on getting like the long-term collections from that instead of a quick $50, and then your quick $50 should be on your BeatStars.
Yeah.
Fucking-
And that can loop. That can happen. Like multiple guys can come through BeatStars and take the same fucking beat.
Oh yeah,
Pay the same $50, and you just go Control C, Control V, Control C, Control V.
that's the tech. Good tech.
Beauty.
Quick little music tips on CS:GO Wednesday. All right. So how old are you in this clip, do you think?
17.
17. All right, bet.
Because I would not own a champion. Like that champion hoodie tells everything.
yeah. We all know how old we are by our wardrobe.
I'm gonna need another Red Bull for the final. Yeah, I got the flash. Go underbell. Flashing Tetris. Tell me when.
I started playing.
Now. One's Palace.
Are you watching it?
Dead.
Yep. Wait, you can't see? I thought this was like.
No, it's
Knocked
not
out.
watching live right now for me. I'm confused. It's supposed to be.
I'll refresh. Oh, join a room?
Please click and play icon on the player below to start the playback. You haven't started playing it, right? Like you put it in the watch together?
No,
You
I
haven't
started playing it. Let me try it again. Ready? Is it going?
Another Red Bull for the final.
No.
Click the play icon in the player below to start playback. I'm doing that.
What the shit?
All right, here. Let's just 3, 2, 1 it.
3, 2, 1.
I'm gonna need another Red Bull for the final.
Oh wait, this
Yeah,
is
yeah, I got the
semis.
flash. Go underground,
This
go
is the
underground, go
semis,
underground.
not the quarterfinal.
Flashing
Okay.
Tetris. Tell me when. Now. One's Palace. Dead. Valk dead.
Oh my god.
One dead.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
And clapping in their face.
Yeah.
I invented one. There's one thing that I
going, boys.
definitely invented
Dead.
in the Boston semi-pro CS scene, and it was this thing called the wall bang. So what we're sitting in is these booths. It's like splits the teams up from each other, but sometimes you're playing a team that's in front of you in like the playoffs. If we didn't want to like switch where our setups were,
Mhm.
you just like play across the room. So usually, like to my right in this video is where the enemy team should be, and usually I go and bang on the wall because there's a very small divider between the two teams.
Ah.
And it would like just scare fucking, especially new players, like when like an intermediate or open player signed up to come
Yep.
and like play their first LAN.
Yeah.
In that booth, and they just hear bang, 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 bang.
On the walls.
So fucked.
That's hilarious. So you do that on this clip?
I didn't do it in this clip, but like the position I'm sitting in, I always used to take the end seat so that I could bang on the wall when we're playing the team next to us.
Valk. Flashing Tetris.
Yeah, there's
Tell me
one.
when.
There's a bunch more.
Now,
There's hundreds of them
no.
on Twitch.
One's
I'm gonna start
Palace.
streaming again. I gotta stop fucking trolling
Dead.
on that. I really
dead.
dislike one viewer hell though. I can't
One
stand
dead.
it.
Bro,
'Cause I
that's
used to
see,
have to do
that's so lit. I've been in one viewer health every single day that I've been doing this for the past month and a half, except the past 3 days. Thank you, Malvin, Geku, and Corey. Let's go.
Jim Alvin, yo, what do you think of how these prints came out?
Let's see him. Not a great angle.
I love it. It's supposed to be a person coming out of the canvas.
Oh, yeah. Emerge. Yeah, fuck yeah. That's hard as hell.
Thank you.
Absolutely. Okay, so we've watched that. Do you have any other clips that you want to watch from you before we hop in game?
I mean, there's tons, but I think. Well, you want to walk through the map right now?
Yeah, if you're down.
Map is like there's 8 maps in the active duty pool, and there's just like that's gonna be another 2 hours of us talking if you want to go through any of those maps.
Okay, so maybe we just save this for another day is what you're saying.
A little bit.
Yeah, a little bit. Okay, I hear you. I hear
Okay,
you.
What if I educate you based on the map we're playing? Because like we usually do like the pick ban, and then we'll like know what map we're playing. Oh wait, no, that's not how it works anymore. I take it back. In ESEA, you used to know the map before, like 2 days before,
Mhm.
so you could prep. Now, it just happens live, and you have to be ready to play all the maps at all times, which is like, I mean, you should be able to. But
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess
leave it the next day.
what like so if we were to like equate the CS:GO season to basically like the best way to explain things to me is going to try to put them in NBA terms. So like I know you were talking about like we were talking about the off-season shit where like the pros just like random queue against each other and dirt nap each other but like fucking like where are we in the season right now? And like so
Sure, it hasn't started.
season hasn't started. Okay.
10 days out, I think.
10 days out,
Also,
season
like,
starts.
And I'm also like desperately trying to replace myself right now, so that I can
Because
go
you're
to,
playing
like,
on the team.
teaching. Yeah, I'm currently like keeping the roster alive. Like me existing on the roster is like a necessity for it to survive because I own it. And like not too many players have switched since last season, but I'm like really debating. Like I've been having true debate in my head. Like, do I fucking continue to play and deal with all that stress, or do I just become the org owner and field a 16-year-old cracked kid? You know?
Yeah.
And that's been the debate. But I have, some ideas. We usually, it's IM, bro. Like, we are very high caliber players. Like, IM is going to be a walk in the park. It's going to be very fun. And I'm excited to play it just for that reason, too. It's like, oh, I finally get to play shitters again.
Yeah.
It's been so long. So, I don't know. Like, just taking it a day at a time. The casts happen twice a week. Or, like, the matches happen twice a week.
Okay.
Thursday is usually what we're scheduling, but that switches all the time.
Okay.
It's literally just teams scheduling with each other.
Okay.
And yeah, I mean, I'd say like just let us get that 5th player, and then I could do a crash course day where I like teach you like the general ideas of all maps, so that I'll give you NBA terms of all maps, not just one map, and then like I have to take you through each map, and you have to apply that knowledge to like the callouts. Because if you're like calling something weird, like if you're calling banana on Inferno, like be long or something, like something wrong, you're gonna not watch it.
Yeah.
So the callouts are really important.
Absolutely.
Oh, jerseys.
Hey, Spear jersey, fire. Okay, bet. So, when's the first match?
I would tell you, but my fucking computer is dead.
No!
Go on Faceit on my work computer. I'm going on Faceit. I never do this.
I can do it too. How do I spell Faceit? Faceit CS2. I found it. It's exactly the way it seems.
Okay, Masquerade. So, I think League. I think intermediate, overview. Season starts in 6 days, 19 hours, 57 minutes, which means I have a match in 6 days, 19 hours, 57 minutes.
6 days,
I don't want to play.
19 hours. So that will be on. That's either going to be next Tuesday or Wednesday.
Yeah.
Okay.
Damn, that is fucking soon. Okay, I have to make calls and get this figured out myself, even.
Yeah. Well, hey, bro. I'm glad I could freaking remind you.
Well, I put my boy Justin like on the case for like roster management because I was like planning to be DJing in different places. August is looking a little fucked in terms of doing CS and DJing at the same time, but July,
I might be joining you this weekend actually. For some IRL streaming at the festival that we're going to, possibly.
Sunderland, yeah. We have a lot
Chat,
of stuff,
get hype. Chat, get hype. First IRL stream. Gonna go off crazy slip and slides, possibly. We'll see. We'll see.
Speed,
bro, I'm gonna be way better because I'm gonna make music that's actually good.
How much speed do you show though?
To be honest, I'm more about taking my time, bro. I think it's dumb when people rush things. So, quite frankly, I be watching LA Night. What?
Why is it dumb to go fast? How did you correlate speed and like carelessness to being dumb?
No, it's not dumb to go fast. It's dumb to rush things. And I think like doing things slowly, more things are cooler the slower they're done as opposed to the faster than they're done. Now speed is very important in some things, obviously, but in general, things look cooler the slower they go, and like things turn out better the more time you take on them. And like, I don't know, I'm so WWE pilled, so everything I say is gonna relate back to WWE or NBA. But like Luka Doncic is one of the best players in the league. He's also one of the slowest players in the league. And every single one of his moves looks like they're slow motion. But that's why he's so good, is because it's like you're trying to play defense fast to his offense that is slow, and you're
This pace.
Yeah, exactly. You can't predict his pace. And then in WWE, they say like, slow it down, slow it down, slow it down. And then when you think you can't slow it down anymore, slow it down. And then after that, slow it down again. So it's like when you watch like Triple H versus like fucking, The Rock or whatever, and they actually stare at each other in the ring for 3 minutes straight before doing a move. That shit's fucking sick, dude. That is so... And, like, the crowd just gets louder and louder and louder, and they're just, like, slow, like, looking at each other, dude. And it's like, they could have jumped into the match, dude. In 3 minutes, you could do half a match. But instead, they slowed that shit the fuck down, and they let the anticipation build, bro. They took their time with it. They savored every moment, bro.
You like the raw. You like the energy.
I
call it the rah-rah. The rah.
The rah-rah. I love energy, but I think like, for instance, like also in WWE terms, there's this guy who's like super hype right now. His name's LA Knight. He's like 40 and he like kind of just made it to the WWE, but he's been like killing it in the indies for years. And he's got this style for his promos where it's like super old school, fast, like, and you know what? I'm going to tell you the real truth. The real truth is that I'm going to kick your ass on Sunday. And that's the thing, because I'm LA Knight and I got the whole game saying, hell. And he goes fast like that. But then like lately, he gets fucking, dude, thank you. I be doing promos. I have a channel point reward that I'll do a promo of your favorite wrestler. But fucking lately, he's like, since people love this guy, they're throwing him up there with like the top names in the company, and he's like doing these promos backstage, and he's going as fast as he can, and he's flubbing. And it's like, dude, you can't flub. You can't. Like, slow down so you don't, because like there's no saving you slurring your words in a wrestling promo. Like, you should have went slower. You went too fast, and now it was bad, you know?
Right.
Whereas most things aren't going to be bad if you go slow. But I'm sorry, I'm yapping. You have phone calls to make and shit.
This is true, but very good yap, very solid work today. I think I don't think you learned a single thing about Counter-Strike today.
I don't think I did either.
And that's all I want. I want
to
know the culture, because the culture is what's gonna make you a good commentator.
Yeah, I agree.
But map callouts, probably next thing on the list.
Yeah.
There's a lot.
Well, if our first match is next week, I don't think we're gonna get the map call-out stream before that. So, I'll do the first stream with the information that I have, and then like we can maybe even like watch some of my first ever cast and like critique it and like roast it and learn from it.
You know how we like came to this scenario at the bar? Like,
yeah,
kind of that's how it happened. Like, I saw that this would be perfect for you to have a test season, even because like this season in intermediate is one. I'm not gonna be fucking trying the entire time. I'm not gonna try. Like, I'm gonna probably run into places backwards.
Yeah.
Like, and it will be a very good troll season.
Yeah.
For you to like,
feel it out. I mean, bro, trust me, I live for this, so I'm like, I don't think I'm gonna be bad. I know that I will be bad, but I also know that like that doesn't matter to me because, hey, we're gonna be commentating everything, not just CS. But this is the foot in the door. Commentate for you. Send my reel out to other sports. Fucking commentate this, commentate that. One day I'll be fucking achieving my childhood dreams of commentating for the NBA Finals. How about that? Cheers, Malvin. Freaking Luna's in the chat. Luna's in the chat. Luna's in the chat, guys. It's a free emote for followers. You should be able to use it. All right. Does that do it for us then?
I think we did it.
All right. Much love, brother. This was fun. I got great tech. I built my Discord scene, and I got a Watch Together website, which is really helpful. So this is
build a big reaction channel.
Yeah, this actually was very productive for future streams as well.
Awesome. Yeah, if you
Word.
need
Well,
help with anything OBS wise, like I've been literally doing that for 8 years. So
yeah, I definitely could hit you up on some stuff for that. I'll let you know once we end stream here.
Cool.
But I will potentially see you this weekend. And frickin', here's my outro. You ready, gang? I got two different ones. You can let me know which one you like better. But it fits into the religion that we're building. The first one that I was running with since the beginning is be yourself, chase your dreams, do hard things. Okay? And then the second one is much love, big dubs, fun stuff. Peace.
You have to combine both of them.
That's what the chat said too. All right, we'll work on it. All right, until next time. Friggin', I'll see everyone tomorrow. Love you. Bye.